In the beginning, there was a vibrational frequency, sound, color, light, tones emanating from the earth and the cosmos. The God particle. The Great Pyramids represent the sacred geometric shape that is the construct of all existence. The three concentric circles, the Trinity, mind, body, and spirit.
Every atom is like the smallest of all seeds, which are attracted towards each other in order to create greater consciousness, which over time gives rise to all the birds in the sky and all the fish in the sea. Every atom exists inside and outside time. And the missing dark matter is simply gravitational pull from dimensions outside time. Gravitational force is a striving for greater consciousness at an atomic level.
Oh, God. Well, the thing about apples is they've caused an incredible amount of trouble. I mean, Eve ate an apple and the whole world fell into sin. We have to be thankful that Mary Magdalene didn't eat an apple, because imagine what people would think. I mean, it's bad enough as it is. She is a prostitute, she's possessed by 7 devils, and if she had ate an apple, oh my God. As for the apple, I think that Isaac Newton understood what gravitational force really is, that it's the attraction of atoms in order to increase their consciousness, and that he knew this through a great psychic. And that would explain something else. Why did he turn down the last rites? Because he knew that death is not the end, that dust to dust is not what's going on. What's really going on is a transference of energy between inside time and outside time, at which point you wake up and you remember who you really are. Now that is very similar to the plot of William Shakespeare's Midsummer Night's Dream.
That at the end of the dream, they all wake up and remember who they really are. So it seems to me that Shakespeare knew all these truths too. He knew that these subconscious memories are eternal. But of course now the elites want to download our memories into a computer.
We speak to our grandmother and it's a simulation of our grandmother. It's not the real thing. Whereas in fact you can speak to the real thing if that's what you want to do. Of course your grandmother after she's died will be on a much higher conscious level. But she still exists, all those memories still exist. You don't have to stick them in a computer. I mean, scientists are very clever, but now look at this.
A cauliflower. It's perfect, infinite. If anyone wants proof of God, just go and look at a cauliflower. Isaac Newton was also a grandmaster of the mysterious PRIORY of SION, as was the great French composer Claude Debussy. Now the grandmasters seem to be a long list of original thinkers, artists and mavericks, but what linked them? Who chooses them? Why the heck are they Illuminati? What does it all mean? It seems the Priory of SION had a link to Nicolas Poisson's two paintings with the same inscription, Et in Arcadia ego. In Arcadia, I am. Well, Arcadia is in Greece, the birthplace of the mythical flute player Pan, who falls in love with the nymph Syrinx, who turns into a water reed to escape his attentions. Heartbroken, he takes the reeds and makes panpipes out of them. Now, to me, this could well be an allegory that male energy has destroyed the female energy through witchcraft trials, burnings, torturings, stonings, which forced the female wisdom into remote caves and secret underground meetings, and left women searching for the lost Magdalene part of themselves, the missing M. Then Pan tries to awaken the divine sleeping Venus beauty with the magical power of music.
Now, what Sophia said is that every atom exists inside and outside time. And because we're made of atoms, we also exist inside and outside time. And this is what Da Vinci is showing you, that we exist inside the circle of time, but we also exist outside the circle of time as our spirit. So we exist in incarnation and spirit. The CATHARs used to say the darkness and the light. Well, I'm in the dark because I don't really know who I am, but I also exist in the light. What she's really saying is that the missing dark matter from the universe is gravitational pull from dimensions outside time.
So the great psychics are latching on to dimensions outside time, where they can see futuristic things, although they're not actually futuristic. In that dimension, they're all happening at the same time. Now, if you take someone like Mary Magdalene, you can tell from her gospel that she was very controversial. She would have been able to see telephones, aeroplanes, televisions, and it would have just seemed completely crackpot.
The Illuminati is supposed to be this bunch of people all wearing suits and bankrupting the world and making everyone into robots. I think the Illuminati is just people that understand the light. I mean, Illuminati just means illumination.
I noticed something else about these secret societies. St. John the Baptist seemed to be as important as Jesus, and strangely, I'd always felt a far stronger connection to John myself. I even began to wonder if Jesus and John were the same great Buddhist master in different incarnations, then pancaked together to make one religion. So which one was which? Who knows?
But talking of light, I was on my way to a late night jam session with my friend Zain when 13th century mystic and Sufi saint Rumi appeared in the sky overhead. Zain's mother grabbed her mobile phone and managed to get these pictures of him.
The ancient temples of Inanna, Ishtar and Isis all had a big connection to the goddess star, Venus, which together with the earth creates, over an 8-year period, a rose pattern in the heavens as they dance around the sun's golden core.
Venus is the doorway to the goddess energy, while beauty in the form of color, sound and music is energetically enhanced, so there is a direct vibrational resonance between Venus and the earth. As Venus passes the Earth, its gravitational pull alters space and time and enhances creative feminine energy. If you gave all women their Venus power, it would endanger the dominance of the male.
I reckon that Cleopatra's needle is pointing to the goddess star, directing ancient Egyptian magic to the palaces of alchemy on the other side of the river. The Festival Hall, National Theatre, British Film Institute, as this was the magic of the ancient Egyptians, spiritual enlightenment through music, through art, through dance. Of course, the elites are trying to destroy our connection to art. The temples of alchemy are all closed. But that's not going to stop us.
People search for the Holy Grail, but the Holy Grail is not a thing, it's a knowledge. Like you can find documents, you can find gold cups, you can find ancient Egyptian stuff, and you can still not find the Grail because it's an understanding of reincarnation, of eternal life. In Islamic prophecy, they're expecting the Dajjal, who's this evil man who's blind in one eye, who precedes the coming of the Messiah.
Now, I think the Dajjal is a metaphysical description not of one man, but male third eye blindness.
We need to expand our consciousness. The key was the key. Before I go, a couple of misunderstandings I want to clear up.
The snakes wrapped around the head in ancient Egypt were not a representation of dark reptilian energy, but a representation of Kundalini psychic energy. And the celebrations after death were not a death cult, but a celebration of a life and looking forward to seeing each other once again in future lives.
We need to listen to Bob Marley. One love, one heart, let's get together and feel all right. Bob knew a few things, didn't he?
It is time for humanity to raise its vibrational level, to receive the higher frequencies coming in from other dimensions and galaxies. A realization that the mind has unlimited ability for healing, time travel, seeing, and creativity.
one.